getting right into it here, as you can see, I got the sketchbook for Christmas, and I was drawing some characters from my favorite game at the time, which was called Tale. I'll be drawing that a lot in this book. And then I had a bunch of My Little Pony drawings in here as well. I was trying to like make Rainbow Dash humanized and whatnot. And you'll notice I crossed out a lot of my drawings, and I'd write some kind of like self-hating notes to myself. And I really don't recommend doing that, because like negative thoughts equal negative drawing. So like, if you're a beginner artist, just keep going and don't give up on drawings halfway through like I did. Like, at least continue the drawing from start to finish. Keep doing it. Keep working on it. But yeah, I also did a whole lot of like 30-day challenges, as you can see, and I really pushed myself to do like more perspective type poses and stuff, even from like the very beginning, because I knew the only way I was going to improve was by doing hard things that were challenging for me. But it normally meant I gave up halfway through. So you'll see a lot of that in here. This again was Iris from Tale, which was the main character of the series. I drew her a lot when I first started drawing. I have even more of her on some like loose papers. This was my Minecraft character. That part's kind of obvious. Whenever I really liked a drawing, I'd like completely color it in. These are just some chibis from a Christopher Hart book that I had borrowed from my friend. It's just like drawing random chibis. And yeah, more Tale. That was one of my friends on the game. As you can see, I was pretty proud of the drawing, so I colored it in black and white. And here's just some like sketches and stuff. The sketchbook I actually originally got at Michael's. I mean, it was a Christmas gift. It was obviously from Michael's because of the brand, and I used some like Michael's brand colored pencils and also Crazy Art, which are like the two worst brands you could use. This was Percy. I was still trying to learn how to draw guys and such. It was something I struggled with. And as you can see, I wrote a whole lot more self-hating notes to myself, and I never truly hated my artwork, because obviously I still continued with it. I just kind of wrote notes that kind of made fun of my artwork, so that way when future me looked back on it, I would kind of laugh. And I did the first time I opened up this book, but I don't know, I don't recommend it, because it kind of ruins the artwork itself from having the notes there. But just random sketches like my closet and such, because I was bored. And then I got pastels for New Year's, which you'll see here, and I don't know, I didn't like them. I never liked pastels or chalk, even as a child, so I kind of got frustrated with it, and I didn't want anything to do with it. It was not a material I wanted to use to begin with. And again, more of a tale. But I also had some charcoal pencils in this, you'll probably see at some point. I didn't like those either. And again, more Iris. As you can see, I was trying to do like more entire like designs, because the tale had like a whole lot of full artworks, and it really inspired me when I first started drawing, which I think is a really good thing, because I was trying to do like whole anime scenes in my sketchbook. And again, more Tale. This was one of my friends on the game. And okay, if you want to pause the video for a second, this is basically like a collection of like mini games I used to play and things like Minecraft and whatnot. There was Agario, Minecraft, Raft Wars, I think, Super Mario Brothers, Kingdom Rush, you name it. And again, here's more pastels and stuff. And I never liked inking in the beginning either. I'm still kind of funny on it. I don't know. I've been improving like my sketches a lot lately, but I haven't been working on like my inking and my coloring as much, because it just takes so much time, and I don't really have time to do a full artwork. But that's something I want to work on now. As you can see in that past page, my brother actually had gotten a hold of my sketchbook and was like drawing really hard at the pencil and stuff, so obviously I wrote his name there, so anybody who looked at my sketchbook wouldn't think it was mine. I did not like drawing hair. So you'll see that I have like a lot of images of like a lot of drawings of hair, just because I was looking up so many tutorials and such on it, because it was just not something I was good at. And again, this was actually from a Mark Curley book I was trying to learn from. I found some images online, and then I ended up buying the book later. Yeah. So you'll see a lot of that in here. I was trying to follow as many tutorials as possible, but again, I was not somebody who stuck through the drawing, so I'd give up like halfway on the tutorial or like wing it. This was actually Blossom from Powerpuff Girls, because I was addicted to that show for like a whole summer and a half. So I drew a lot of Powerpuff Girls. This is my Roblox character. Ain't that adorable? Like a little tiny drawing in the very corner of an empty blank page. Here's Annabeth from Percy Jackson. I drew a lot of Percy Jackson characters as well. And then some Munchlaxes, and up at the top is actually a gender bend Steven Universe thing. I don't know. It was like a weird little request my friend had asked me, and I actually didn't even watch the show. She asked me to draw it. I'm like, okay. And I went off based her description. Here's some still life. It looks like it's February now. I originally started drawing in like November of that year, before I did the My Little Pony, before I got in, no, I said that wrong. Let me rewind. I got into My Little Pony in like summer, and then November, I started drawing. December, I got the sketchbook, and I was 14 years old. I got the sketchbook at 14, and then I've been drawing after that. Hopefully that timeline made some sense, but there's a little human Munchlax for you. And again, just some more random drawings. You're also going to see some drawings in here from Leap Year. I actually drew those while watching Cinderella, the movie, and it's kind of weird how, like, when you're drawing something, it kind of sticks in your brain, and, like, you remember where you were drawing it, all these weird details. Like, drawing gives you memories. It's kind of odd. Here's a Roblox character. I remember I was, like, on my computer when I was drawing this. This is, like, years ago now, but, like, I remember I was on my computer playing Roblox. And it's weird to think this is like 4 years ago now. Like, I'm done with high school and everything, and yeah, I was almost 15 here. Some more acrylic. I was trying to get used to inking and such. I was using microns, I believe. And more acrylic. I also wanted to draw like a very sojo, I'm not sorry if I'm even saying that right. I apologize. I kill pronunciations, but as you can see, I always wanted to do like cutesy eyes and thin characters, and something I struggled with was drawing thin characters and eyelashes, so, you know, my luck, but that's always like the kind of style I wanted to draw in, so you'll see that I actually started drawing more like Christopher Hart as some of my artwork went on, and then I got into cartoons, so it kind of changed it up a bit as well. And here's a little bit of an embarrassing page, because I actually drew this for my crush at the time. I wanted to make him a profile picture. I was very proud of it, and he asked for all of his favorite things, and he was weirdly interested in nutcrackers. But yeah, he was like one of my best friends at the time, and I had a crush on him, so obviously when you like a boy, you draw him a nutcracker. Life regrets. Again, just some more like anime characters. And a lamp and a watch, because why not, you know? I was trying to like get into like realism and stuff, but again, it wasn't something I enjoyed doing. It's still something obviously you should practice, but it was never something I really had passion for, so like I give up on it. I don't know. It just, if you're a beginner artist, one of the biggest recommendations I can give you is just finish your artwork. If you start something, just finish it. Like this here is a plant. I think it's a fake plant too. You can't even really tell what it is from the drawing other than the fact it's in a pot. But it's like a really weird looking fake plant, so. And again, more acrylic. Because like a drawing looks so much better. Even if it's ugly, it looks so much better if you at least finished it. And if you're wondering why the teddy bear has no eyes, it's like little tiny beady eyes. I couldn't see it. So this ugly man is actually, like, this ugly sketch is actually my brother. You're gonna see another redraw of it later in the sketchbook. Basically, he asked me to draw him, and he didn't like it when I drew it, so I wrote rough sketch next to it. And I told him, oh, well, this is just like the first sketch. I'm gonna like actually finish it later. And then I completely redrew it later. And then he told me he looked like a lizard. So he drew a tongue on the second version, which you'll see in a minute. Again, just some more sketches and stuff, but you're gonna see the lizard boy here in a second. But before that, here's my character. I'm actually making a real comic for her. Her name is Stellar Shot, but this is like the very first, never seen before, drawings of her. Like, this is the very first time I ever drew her. This is Stellar Shot, and yes, I'm making a full manga for her. There's an entire universe and everything. It's just, I could go on for hours because it's just, I'm so excited to be sharing that. But like, that was like the very first drawing I had of her. This is actually from a how to draw book. Again, trying to draw landscapes and things, not my cup of tea. And there's Lizard Brother. I was trying to draw humans, but like, I'd never drawn them before. It was just, yeah. And there's the loop you're drawing. That popped up. There you go. I was always trying to draw like drawings from like pose references and such, which really helped me. And yeah, so there's some more. This is I was actually drawing while listening to a Selena Gomez song. It was originally supposed to be of Selena Gomez, but obviously it didn't turn out as I had hoped, and I ended up making her a redhead. So there you go. And you'll see a lot of my characters look a little thick. The thing is, I actually wanted to draw like really skinny shoujo characters, but I just struggled with making them skinny for some weird reason. Like, I don't know, like you'll see like a lot of anime art, like from beginner artists, where they make them like literally just like square limbs and such. Yeah, no, I accidentally made my characters too thick. I'm so excited to have shared this with you all. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below. I'll see y'all later.